Test. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Retro Future Now broadcast. I want to thank everyone who is here today and with us. We are going to be continuing our session, or our homebrew D&D campaign. Sorry folks, I just woke up from a little nap. I don't normally take a nap before stream, but I got off early today and I needed some nap apparently. So pardon me while I get into things. I'm going to unmute our fellow D&D players so they can say what's up. Hey guys, how's it going? Can you guys all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. So, you know, as always, I like to kind of chat a little bit before stream and just kind of do a little bit of hanging out. I feel like someone got a new job. How's that going?
It's fine. It's cool. So I actually have another interview for the job I really wanted. They ended up contacting me right after my first training day, and then when I went into train, I should say. And so I'm interviewing with them, but it's a crystal shop, so I'm pretty excited about that, and I'm hoping I can get that.
Well, that would just give you all the good energy.
Exactly, and it's something that I like to do and stuff, so definitely.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's up in the chat, Greatest Mind? I think that's Nick. I feel like you changed your name or something. How are you doing today, Sage?
In the stream real quick, and then
I'm really good. Eating some sugar.
Man,
Big hype.
maybe that's what I need is sugar.
pop in.
Oh,
Sugar wakes me up a little bit if I'm like really struggling.
So I'm hearing an echo on someone's. I don't know if someone has
It's
the.
TT.
Signed into Twitch real quick so I could log into the thing.
Okay.
I don't know why. I fixed my settings. I have no idea why it's echoing.
Are we coming through someone? Does someone have speakers playing?
Put my headphones on.
Okay.
How about now?
Not now, I don't think. I heard myself a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's just because I signed into Twitch real quick. Drop your lurk.
I see. Well, thank you.
Let's see.
You can do that. That's a thing you can do. So yeah, how was Aaron today?
I'm doing pretty darn good. I got called back to finish that TJ Maxx job that I was doing for a while.
Oh, it's still not over either?
No, they had some crane ordering issues, but we're starting to get the rooftop units finished, and we should be done tomorrow. And then I'm taking off for Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hopefully many margaritas for you in your future.
It's gonna be great.
Nope.
Try the Puerto Rican rum.
Ooh, have fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a blast. Thank you.
Of course. You're like, I know I will, but thanks.
Yeah. Not to sound cocky, but
I'm going to.
I haven't been to the beach in many moons. I wonder if I could maybe, because I feel like people... I'm gonna see if I can like put some text on the screen maybe so that people know which camera I am, so that it might be confusing, I don't know, for people. Let's see here if this is a thing we can do. We can add text. Yes. Text is...
text.
And... certainly can. It is a thing you can do. I could put... Oop. Let me not grab that. I grab. Sorry guys, I normally would be a little more ready than this.
You are all good.
And I can actually... Can I copy and paste? Is that a thing I can do? Nice. I'm definitely gonna have to move. Sorry folks, a little bit of housekeeping here that I'm doing live. Because I wasn't ready.
Take a look at this.
Oh, I can't have two different things. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure out that another time. I really need to just get rid of, need to get rid of what am I trying to say, guys? I need to get rid of Streamlabs OBS and get OBS Studio. Streamlabs OBS just stinky. Okay. Well, excuse me.
OBS Studios where it's at.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, it's just like one of those things where set up a bunch of stuff on like one platform, and then you don't want to switch over because then you have to
You gotta reset up everything.
yeah, pretty much. And I can be, I wouldn't say lazy, but I can certainly be like stuck to, I'm a creature of habit, I guess would be the better term. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much ready to start as long as you guys all are.
I think I'm ready to rock.
I'm ready.
Yep. Ready to go.
Are we doing
Alrighty.
a short recap?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we will.
Ooh. Ow.
But first we will need to meet our players. So, hello everyone, and welcome back to the world of IOULA. Let us meet our players once again.
Hi, I'm Aaron Strent. I will be playing the role of Esmond T. Warvan, the Ranger.
Hi, I am TT, and I'll be playing a Telquipidor. Nice to meet everyone. I am also a half elf. Excuse me. Just almost choked. Half of cleric.
Hello, I'm Sage. I will be playing Nahasha Elhana. I am a tiefling sorcerer, and
Nice. So, TT, I'm gonna need you not to die before the session even starts, like in real life.
It felt like I had dust in my throat and I couldn't get it to go away. I'm sorry.
I might kill you like in character, but if you die in real life, then you really can't play anymore.
We've got some problems.
We'll have some issues, and I don't want to have to find another half-elf cleric. They don't just
No worries.
they don't just make them at the factory, you know. So, last time we encountered our heroes, they returned to the Umbrella Division headquarters late in the evening and decided to immediately go to the Leaky Manatee, a local dive bar with some interesting regulars. Nahasha shared her vision with Esmond and Quip. They were all intrigued, but were at a loss for what these things meant. They finished up their drinks after being sort of rushed out by the barmaid and headed back to headquarters. On their door, they found correspondence from Ronk, a goblin with a curious shop that he uses to trade for interesting artifacts. He told them that he wanted them to go out and get a specific ring that would be given as a reward, in addition to gold for a job to be completed in the town of Simlo. After going in and discovering the room made up and her bed moved back to its original position, Nahasha found some inner strength and spicily moved the bed back to where she wanted it. In the morning, the group got around to reading the paper they'd got from the shouter who'd been wrapping up business for the night when they were getting back. The major article in the paper was about events that occurred the day they met the High King in Borea before starting their journey to Sevalia. The article told them that amongst the people on the ship that went down off the coast of Yorick was a group of high-level acolytes and the gnomish oracle who were on their yearly pilgrimage. Sounded like there weren't any survivors. They then went and met with their superior, Nesta Greylock, to tell him of their adventure getting the items for Lady Kevingstead. He mentioned that they can't be leaving dead lunch ladies in the street, as the Umbrella Division is trying to stay out of the public's radar for the most part, but he was surprised to hear about the attack and that the ogres had found their way into the city. He also asked Quip to pick up a book from the restricted section in the library called Watches and Wards. He then sent the group on a mission to the Cathodin Mithril factory, which had been closed down and fallen into disrepair. After meeting with Nesta, they headed for breakfast and met Doreen's twin sister, Maureen, who served them breakfast. Later on, at the Cathed and Mithril factory, they found a group of young dwarves who had set up a skate park inside of the factory. They were trying to lay claim to the space and didn't seem keen on visitors. Inside, Esmond spotted a group of owls that seemed to be watching all of the goings-on. They subsequently flew off when spotted. Nahasha tried to impress and persuade the dwarves' friendship by shredding on their skateboard, but unfortunately the stone and steel skateboard was too heavy for her to hold. Soon after, a fight ensued, and the dwarves raised a pavement golem who rose with a concrete half-pipe on its back. Unfortunately, during the battle, the lead dwarf used magic to disappear and the group lost track of her. They did defeat the golem and drive out the remaining dwarf, but the lead dwarf is still at large, and that's where we find our heroes now.
Well, are we going to make our way back? It seems like this might not be a place to stay very long.
I agree.
Yeah, we can make our way.
So I'm definitely still hearing an echo on someone's.
It's TT. I
I
hear
have
like
my headphones.
why
I
does
have
it
no
light
idea
up?
why.
Maybe it's
That's okay.
It's completely silent. I have no idea.
no. You're right. You're right. I think it's
That's all right. We'll just keep playing. Oh my gosh, someone's saying to show feet. I just noticed that in the chat.
wow. That's weird. That's kind of creepy.
All right, I guess if you guys really want to see, there you go.
You have to make people pay for that. Put them down.
Yeah, you're supposed to make people pay.
You know what's weird about my feet? If you look between my thumb toe and my like pointer toe, there's space for a whole nother toe. It's really weird.
You know,
I
I've got
hate
that
feet.
too. Yeah.
I always thought that was strange. I never know it because I've seen people with webbed feet before, but I've never really seen anyone that had extra space for extra toes that weren't there.
I put on top of my notes for the day that you showed feet. I have to remember that.
Do you think that if you have more toes you can kick harder or swim faster?
I don't think
Possibly. I mean,
so.
I don't know if that's how that works.
I'm
No,
just saying,
That's
if
why
swimmers,
webs in between work better, is because it gives you more push in the water.
no man, I've seen people with some big ass feet swimming real fast. I'm just
I'm
saying.
not saying they don't swim fast. Just saying. I don't know if you need more weight to your body, even though it's like not much as a toe.
I feel like it would help. I feel like it would help a lot.
I'm gonna have to. Do any of you guys want to give up maybe a toe so that I can have? You only need 2 of you to give up 1 each.
That's exciting. Good
So
luck.
What if we all gave up half a toe?
that
And then
that would work as well. I can have a real Frankenstein of a toes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Frankenstones.
Frankenstone.
TT seems ecstatic about this mental image. It's fantastic.
Anything with feet, I do not. I hate feet so much. I'm just like. ugh.
I'm just glad that I could give you this gift.
I'm really thankful, actually. Thank you.
I'm just very glad. Oh, so
Take it or leave it, but $50 for a pinky toe.
gotta pay for
Oh,
it?
you're gonna pay.
Well, you did say you have to pay for feet. That is true.
True.
So, what are you guys wanting to do here at this point?
Equip Esmond.
I think we're discussing feet on the way back to the Umbrella Division.
I
Okay.
agree. It's been.
'Cause I think we're going to try and report about clearing this place out.
Cool.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I agree.
Why don't you guys make a group perception check for me?
Okay. Perception. Ooh, 21.
Wait, that's 20, right? What do I roll?
Yeah, so
D20, yep.
yeah, so pretty much except for like damage rolls, for the most part you'll always like roll a d20. I guess I'll tell you if it's gonna be a different dice.
Okay, so I just do roll. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get
4.
into the thing.
You're super brave if you're. Do you have your
gotcha.
hard dice? You probably want to use your hard dice. It's up to you
I'm
for
gonna use
sure.
my hard dice. Yeah, I have my.
I like using the hard dice with this for sure.
So and then perception.
I'm gonna alternate for variety.
Okay, it's up to you.
17.
Cool. And what
17.
did you roll, Nahasha?
4.
Okay.
Because I used roll 20. Because roll 20 hates me, wants me to die a painful death.
I think I think that Roll20 might just hate D&D players, like in
I
general.
think it does.
I think
I
it's
think
just
it's
trying to
rigged.
kill us all.
Yep.
Like I'm not
For
so for that session when you guys did almost all of you die, were you guys all rolling with Roll20 at that point?
I think we were. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Well, thank you for the redemption, Cryptic Fox. With that, wait, you're redeeming so many. Do I have to do 3 different voices now? Jeez, at
Maybe
this.
they want variety. I don't know.
Look, I'm not a barbershop
Spice
quartet. Okay, I can't do.
Okay.
I can't harmonize. Okay. So with that perception check, you guys are like, you're riding on this cart that the Umbrella Division sent you with. It's like
Cart.
yeah, it's like an automated cart. There's no horses or anything pulling it, and there's some like pleasant elevator music that's playing through small speakers on the cart.
It's got speakers. Wait. Is this a convertible
Nice.
cart? Because I like the convertible ones.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
like a Central Park, carriage type of deal. It's like uncovered.
How fun.
That's
Um,
fancy.
but much more like medieval and much more
Classy, that's
Dungeons and Dragons,
Yes.
Shotgun.
So Nahasha's riding in the front seat, and she's just like enjoying the ride, so she doesn't really realize because of that 4. But you guys are passing by. It looks like an old car shop, or it looks like it used to be, an auto shop, and the door is slightly open, not open enough that you can see into it, but it looks like you can see underneath the door, and it looks like maybe someone's like having dance practice. Like you can see people's feet moving around, and there's kind of like music playing out of there, and it's just kind of something that you notice as you pass by in this neighborhood, amongst all of, it's kind of like a dingy neighborhood, kind of rundown area where all of these dwarves that used to work at the mine live now.
Right on.
Okay. But what kind of dancing? Like, are we talking like some belly dancing going on, or like some, tavern dancing?
No, I mean, it would remind, like, if you knew about real world things, it kind of would remind you of the type of dancing that like 2 gangs might do if they were like meeting in the street, and they would be like kind of in a low stance approaching each other and like snapping with their front hand.
Okay, well, jazzy.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. It's like that. But yeah,
Something's
it's
about to go down in there. Maybe we should keep moving.
About to come for us.
Are you guys headed just back to headquarters, I think you said?
Um,
Do we want to do the report and let them know that we finished that out?
that's what I was thinking.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys, the cart takes you, magically up to the headquarters, and it just, it stops in front of the headquarters.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
I love that thing.
The-
Pat the car.
The cart says, "You are welcome."
I didn't
Oh,
know
it
it
speaks.
Talks. It's a talking card.
Wow.
Okay.
Do you have a name,
How
friend?
advanced.
You can call me Cart.
Cart.
It's
Nice to meet you.
it's short for Cartman.
Oh,
Cart.
Ah,
All right.
clever.
all right.
Do you guys all walk inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all head into the Umbrella Division headquarters. There's the newspaper boy across the street. He's shouting. It's still during the daytime, so everyone is at the headquarters, and it's like more active than normal. There's people actually in here at this time walking about, and you guys head into or you head by Nesta's office, and he's like, "Oh, you come in, you come in."
Hello.
He says, "You're back more quickly than I had expected."
Ain't no thing. We've taken care of the warehouse and cleared it out, just as you've
And
asked.
I popped some mad skills.
Really?
If you count.
She did pop some mad skills.
If you count falling on your face and almost dying and, imminent
And
doom.
succeeding in the mission.
Right. See, it's the rest of it's all just semantics. And the bottom line, mission successful.
Nahasha, I must say, I've known you not too long, as you haven't been here in Glario, but you've already almost died twice.
Okay, yeah, but I feel like there were difficult circumstances in each. I could explain.
Go on.
It was Esmond's fault. Esmond.
What are your missions?
Holy shit.
Frankly, Quip didn't help much just clutching our books all the time.
all right.
Busy.
She does look like the hiding behind heavy machinery type.
You see? Thank you.
They
What-
should
Speaking
save
of heavy
back there.
machinery, that cart guy, he's pretty awesome.
Oh, yes.
Cart man.
Oh crap! Guys, I left my satchel on the cart.
You
Well,
can go find Cartman.
Ye-
Ugh.
He probably has it.
you'll have to go to the stalls. It's probably returned to be recharged.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'll go after.
Oh, well, however you please. I don't know if I would trust the goblins that work down there.
Oh shoot. Are you guys cool if I grab my satchel really quick?
Go right ahead.
Okay, I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes.
Okay.
All right, so Nahasha leaves and she's running to the stalls. Make an investigation check, Nahasha.
Okay, roll 20 hates me, and I'm just, you know what?
It's gonna take you.
10. 10 plus. 10 plus 2. Okay, 12.
Excellent. So you managed to find the parking stalls for the cart depository. It is, and by the way, guys, I finally remembered that word that I was trying to remember for like the supply or whatever. It's the word I was looking for is quartermaster.
Oh.
Yeah, I
That's
see it now.
yeah, that's the word I was looking for. So the door, it's like a, just like an old door at the back of the building, and it says cart storage on it. And you go in there, and all of these carts are like talking to each other. There's probably like 8 of them in the stalls. They all have this voice, and they seem to be all like having random conversations about their day and where they had gone. And they've like, there are goblins working in there that have these like neck bands on that are glowing purple. and they've all got earplugs in. You know, goblins have really large ears, but you can see they've all got like basically large versions of wine corks stuck in.
Why did they stick things in their ears?
Because it is very loud in here.
Oh,
The carts are like shouting over each other to try and talk.
gotcha.
There also are power tools, you know, there's like carts that are being fixed and stuff.
All right. Excuse me. It's sir, goblin, sir. Hello. Can you hear me?
He goes, ah! Because you touch him, right? So you startle him a bit, and he takes out his earplug and he says, "What do you want?" And he's like yelling at you.
I think I left my satchel. My satchel.
Do you know which cart it was in?
I think it was on Cartman.
They're all named Cartman.
Why would you name them all Cartman?
They named themselves. They just all
That's
thought it was a
ridiculous.
good. They thought it was a good name.
Well, it is a good name, but I don't know which cart my satchel is in.
How long ago did you arrive?
Maybe 10 minutes ago?
So he like runs to the back and he jumps up into the cartman there and he holds up your satchel. I want you to roll a d20 for me and tell me what the number is.
Okay, I'm not doing on roll 20 either. Oh, yeah.
Good
Okay,
idea.
you know what? Fine. I hate you too. It's an 8.
So like when he picks up your satchel, all of the contents spill out of it onto the cart.
That figures, yeah. Well, I don't want him to see like my goodies and stuff. Like, is it? He better not see my truffles.
You better do something then.
Okay, so let me just put these back in my satchel. Just gonna pick these up here. Okay, I think I've got it all. Thank you.
So while this is happening, we're going to switch back over to Quip and Esmond. Nesta is saying, "Well, I don't really have much else for you today. Quip, did you manage to grab that for me?"
Yes.
All right, well, where is it?
Here.
What are you giving him?
Nothing.
He says this isn't anything.
I didn't get a chance.
I see. Well, why don't you head to the library now and see if you can grab that for me?
Okay, I'll go now.
So you rush off, and Esmond, he looks at you and he says, "So, Esmond, how do you think things are going here in Glario?"
You know, day in, restart. Just don't count that first day. And we're all good. You know, things are going well. Got this mission done here. We're doing some investigating for the lady up the road who we watched the very, very fancy dog for. And, yeah, we're making some headway, I believe.
Some investigating, you say? How do you mean?
Oh, did you know there's a missing persons case happening currently?
Well, I was aware of the wedding with her son and the Maresbane girl, Runa. Is that who you're referring to?
Yes.
He says, well, things are getting interesting here in Glario. And he shoves a newspaper across the I almost said across the street. He shoves a newspaper across the table.
Let's see what we got.
So I honestly don't remember the name that you gave me. I don't recall, but there is an article about a missing girl, another missing girl. But you know this name because this is the same name as a friend of yours who came to Glario before you did, not too long. But this is someone you know personally.
I believe I've worked for this family before.
So yeah, so you see in the newspaper, you know, this, and right as you're reading this, Nahasha, you burst in through the door, out of breath after having gathered your things. Or I guess I should ask, did you like run back, or how did you come back?
Oh, I ran.
Okay.
Guys, I found my satchel. It was in the cartman, but not the third cartman. It was in the first cartman in the it's a long story. Anyway, I have my satchel. We're good to go. Sorry about that.
Cool. I may have another investigation for us.
Oh, what's going on?
Well, the chief's given us this newspaper. Here,
Really?
I handed it
Oh,
to you.
oh, thanks. Oh wow.
It's about
Wait,
another missing person.
isn't this the
Family I've worked
paper?
for before.
Isn't this the paper that we read this morning?
No, this is today's edition.
Oh,
So yeah, the one from yesterday was the like the previous day, but this is a new paper.
right.
This is what like the shouter outside is selling right now.
Got it. Oh wow. Okay. So what's the plan? What's our mission?
Well, I was gonna ask Esmond, how exactly do you know this girl? Because I recall before we started the campaign, I told you that you knew a girl personally, a younger girl who would be around high school age, that you knew came to Galerio. She was sent here to go to a prestigious kind of boarding slash preparatory kind of school. But how exactly do you know this girl, and how well?
Not super well, but well enough. I believe I've done work finding things for the major family back in Lemestire, but um, but she was still there during my time working for them, and I believe it was just a few, few items and trinkets that the family had lost to thieves and whatnot.
And
Hey
yeah,
Esmond. Did you guys
Yeah.
date?
No,
No.
no.
what is her name?
Um, let's roll with Clara for now.
Clara. Okay. Sorry to put you on the spot, but Clara, do you have a last name for Clara?
Oh, the family name was the Bermans.
Bermans. Okay.
I do remember that.
Okay, so yeah, so this article talks about how the local high school, or not the local high school, but this particular high school, in fact, I think what we're gonna say is that the Berman family, they kind of bankroll this particular preparatory school. They were the benefactors that helped open it. So this is actually called Berman Preparatory School. So you see this article saying that Clara Berman has gone missing, and that Berman Preparatory School has been is like operating with a skeleton crew while they do an investigation, and that most of the kids right now are not in classes. They're out of classes right now while this all is under investigation.
Interesting. Well, I'll definitely start asking around.
Cool. He says, I just thought of it because you were talking about a missing persons investigation, and I was just reading this paper over a cup of coffee.
Well, thank you for letting me know, sir.
He says, of course, and he goes to drink some of the coffee, and he's like got a draconic mouth, so it's like hard for him to like put his mouthpiece around the coffee cup, and so he's like spilling coffee the whole time he's drinking, but he's like trying to make it look normal, like, but it's totally not. He's like, oh yes, this is a good cup of joe that Maureen makes, and he puts the coffee down, and his trench coat has coffee stains all over it.
So, where did you send TT?
Oh,
Or-
she
Wait,
went.
sorry.
She went.
Library.
She went to the She went to the library.
The library. Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second. Let me catch up with chat a little bit. Hey Paul, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. So I'm actually using Discord. I'm capturing the window. I just like popped out the video window on the Discord call. So I have that in the corner, and then the left side is a screen capture of Roll20. And we will, I swear to God, we will switch to Foundry pretty soon here. I just have a lot of so, and this is for the players too to know, I have a ton of assets and a ton of stuff for the beginning of this campaign already on Roll20, and I've realized that it is very, very hard and time consuming to get those assets off of Roll20. So if we ever end up having sessions where we're not using that stuff, I'm trying to get Foundry set up so we can use Foundry for those sessions. But for up until a certain point, we'll probably still use Roll20 sometimes. Just so you guys know. So Paul, Aaron has a stream. He's kind of on a little bit of hiatus because he wants to get a camera. TT, let me shout out in the chat folks who have streams, so you can go ahead and give them a follow.
I used to quite frequently, but I quit in like 2016. Man, I remember Justin's.tv like ages ago. Those before Twitch.
Yeah, it's crazy that people have been streaming now for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So anyways, getting back to it, we're going to hop over to Quip. So Quip, you approach the doors of the library.
I'm gonna open the library quietly and just peel in.
Okay. And the door makes a little creak, and you see a sign right by the door that says inside voices. No shouting of any sort. And there's a big circular desk in the center of the library, and you see a woman sitting there with a beehive hairdo, and she's got horn-rimmed glasses on. She's got like the chain, that connects the glasses. It's like hanging off the sides, you can see, and she's wearing a white and black polka dotted blouse. And she whispers, like, kind of loudly, hello dear, what can I do for you?
The item I'm looking for, just so I can remember to refresh my memory, is in the restricted books. Like, it's not like something normal to find, correct?
Correct. You see a section where all the carpeting is like a deep blood red, and there's into the entrance, there's kind of two stanchions that have a red velvet rope, and there's a sign hanging from the rope that says restricted section. And the book he told you to go get is called Watches and Wards.
Watches and Wards. I remember that. Okay, is there a door to it or just that partition?
Just that partition.
Okay, so I actually respond to the woman and I tell her, no, thank you. Just gonna be browsing. And I go ahead and browse towards the area where I need to go.
Okay. She goes, all right then. Well, let me know if you need anything. And she goes back to reading a large tome.
So, am I with Esmond at this time?
That's correct.
Okay. Hey, Esmond. $10 says Quip is gonna try and steal some books.
I'll take that bet.
All right, here you go.
All right, so as I'm browsing, I'm being quiet, but I'm out of her view, I assume, because I'm behind the the aisle book stand and whatever not. So I make my way over to it, and as I'm kind of meandering around the books, I look over and I make sure that I don't see any movement on the other side of where I'm assuming where she is. And I quickly dart over and step over the partitions and make my way to a hiding spot inside of the restricted section.
Alrighty, make a stealth check for me.
Seven.
So I believe you're wearing a set of chainmail currently. So you look over and she's not really looking, she's not paying attention. And you proceed to jingle jangle your way quickly over the stanchions and trying to be stealthy, but you hear a stern whisper like right behind you.
What are you doing? You need permission to enter this part of the library.
So I respond, oh, I thought it was okay. I had been here before. I'm sorry. Is it okay if I go in here? I just wanted to look at something.
Do you have permission from Nesta?
Yes, I do.
He's kind of the head honcho here. Did he give you a note or something?
He sent me here specifically to check something out.
Well, let me see the note he gave you.
Do I have a note?
Yeah, he gave you a note.
Okay. I hand you my note.
All right, so she takes it, looks it over, and she says, watches and wards. And I don't know if I mentioned, I probably didn't, but this lady has really good eyebrows. And she like raises up one of her right eyebrow real big.
Okay.
And it make an insight check.
Okay.
And by the way, hi Ant, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming, buddy. I appreciate you. It's nice to see you.
11.
She looks a little hesitant, or she seems a little hesitant to give you this book, but she goes over to the bookshelves, not before opening the stanchions and kind of motioning for you to go over the threshold onto the other side out of the restricted section. And she goes and she grabs this book and she says,
This book is really not supposed to leave the library. I hope you'll bring it back soon.
And she
Of course I will.
she looks a little scared. But she gives you the book.
I smile back at her and I tell her thank you, and I promise again that I'll have the book back soon. And I turn around and then I look back, I wave at her quickly, and I leave the library, heading back to Nesta's office.
Okay. So after a short while, Quip arrives back in Nesta's office. This is, shortly after you guys made your bet that she would try to steal a book.
Hello. Welcome back.
Hey, Quip.
Hi.
What
I have
you
this from
doing?
here. Oh, nothing. I had borrowed a book from the library for Nesta.
Right. You borrowed it. Okay. All
I
right.
did.
Oh, you did. Oh, okay.
Nesta.
And then I subtly slip Esmond $10.
Yep.
So you see them. Are you trying to stealthily do this?
He won the bet, so I don't really care if Quip sees it or not. I just
Okay.
kind of
So yeah, Quip,
hand
you
it
just see Nahasha just like hang her head and hand over Esmond 10 gold.
Whatever.
Nesta pays no mind,
worries.
and he says,
Well, hand over the book, please.
Here you go. I hand
and
it.
Quip, I would like you to make another insight check.
Okay. 20.
Ooh.
You see a thinly veiled smile curl over Nesta's lips, and he takes the book from you and he says,
Thank you very much for this quip. I appreciate you more than you know.
and he slides the book into his desk.
Now, I just wanted to let you know that the second class will be arriving very soon, so look forward to meeting them.
All right. Cool.
All right, off with you.
It was nice to see you, boss. We'll see you later.
As always.
Are we good for the day, you guys?
Well, I was
So,
going to ask around town about a couple of things.
Yeah.
But
Because I happen to know of a little hole in the wall down the way. They sell the best, most authentic dwarven ale. And I'm gonna be honest, since yesterday, I've got a craving.
Dwarven ale, you say? If
Mm-hmm.
it really exists.
Oh, trust me. Indeed it does.
And Nahasha pulls a business card, or not a business card, like a worn flyer out that's written in Dwarvish. So Esmond, you don't even understand what it says.
I speak Dwarvish.
I know, that's what I'm saying, but Esmond doesn't.
I don't.
Quip
I do too.
Quip
so
does
I can
and you
read it.
do.
Elven. That's about it. Elven and common.
But yeah, so she pulls this out, and it's like a kind of worn, beaten up flyer written in Dwarvish, and on it says fresh dwarven ale, and most of the words are spelled wrong.
I grab it from her quickly, like hastily out of her hand so that I can read it, and I point that out. Like, this is not even correct. No wonder. They were probably drunk when they wrote it.
I snatch it back from Quip and say, look,
That
you don't have to
sounds like a
be.
good sign.
Don't be such a negative Nelly. It'll be fine. Let's just head down the way and grab some ale.
Fine.
All right.
I just don't trust people that can't spell. That's all I'm saying.
Ugh. You and your grammatical errors.
It's crazy.
Yeah, there's no Nazis in this world, so you can't really call her a grammar Nazi, can
Yeah, I
you?
had to correct myself for a second there because it almost slipped out, and I was like, "Ugh."
What does this mean?
What are those? So you guys head down the way, and this place is kind of the opposite way of, you guys had gone searching that one night for a different bar other than the Leaky Manatee. And so you guys went the opposite way, and you find this establishment, and you know it's a real dwarven bar. You know how you guys know? The door to the bar is extremely short.
Ah,
Oh, geez. Because, like, I'm pretty sure I'm, like 5'11" or something.
Yep, and Quip is 6 feet tall.
Actually,
yep.
I am... My bio disappeared. What?
What?
My bio disappeared.
That's no good.
What?
You might have
Where'd
to
it
like
go?
log out of Roll20 and log back in, to be honest. Yeah, I don't see it either. It looks like
I typed the whole thing out. What on earth? Okay, wait a second.
I hope that wasn't the only place you had it. It's
Oh no.
it's unfortunate. Like, Roll20 does certainly have its issues, and that's why we really, we're gonna switch over to Foundry as soon as we can, really, but we're kind of sort of stuck with Roll20 a little bit. At any rate, we know you're tall. We know that Quip is tall. How tall is Esmond?
5'11", so, you know.
Okay, so the door itself is like 4.5 feet tall. And actually the building itself, it seems like this building was built by dwarves for dwarves. The whole building is short. It has a short roof. It's, you know, it's like a 5.5-foot roof. So it's like these would be high ceilings for a dwarf. But you guys all roll inside together?
I suppose we do.
All right.
I think Quip mentioned she needs to use the little goblin's room. You know what I mean? So she might.
So I don't know if we want to wait for her to come back because she stepped
I was
away.
just
It
gonna
looks
say-
like.
I was just gonna pretend like she went in and went to the.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right, like I'm saying, like in the game,
I see.
she went to the restroom. Like.
So yeah. Well. So she is back anyway. So Ant says this sounds like intense claustrophobia. Yeah. Are any of you guys claustrophobic?
No.
No. Why? What did I make?
So what I was saying is you guys find this bar, and it is a bar that was certainly built by dwarves for dwarves.
Oh gosh.
So the door itself is like 4 feet tall. What's going on with the cameras? It looks like...
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
Yeah, you don't want to stream. Okay.
I was streaming because I was like, my character sheet completely disappeared now, and more information is going missing, and I'm just wondering like what is going on. I might have to log out and then back in.
Yeah, you might want to... You can do that, certainly.
Goodness.
Because I can see the stuff on your core sheet.
Oh, you can.
And I can see your spells. But there's certainly nothing. There's nothing in your bio except for like your stats, like, you know, like all that. But anyways, you guys step through the threshold into this dwarven bar, and it is raucous merriment inside. These are not young dwarves. There's all kinds of dwarves that are all mostly male, but you do see many other female dwarfs as well. It's hard to move around even if you're a dwarf in this bar, and you guys are much larger than dwarves. Oh my, I think... Oh man.
Is there a table?
All of my dice are in my car right now.
Oh no.
Want me to roll one for you?
Oh god, no.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's okay if I roll bad and roll 20. Let me see here. Tell me if any of you guys can see this roll when I do this roll.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, how do I hide the roll? That is the question. I'm sorry, guys. How to hide GM roll in roll 20. There we go. Just test this out. Did you guys see anything?
Oh,
Cool.
not that time.
Cool.
Mm-mm.
So, you guys roll in there. It goes quiet in the bar. And then immediately everything goes back to normal. They just were looking over it. You know, who the hell? Who's coming in? These super tall people. You guys do have to crane your neck as you walk around in this bar. But there's some kind of small stools up by the bar that are open that you could potentially take if you're quick. And yeah. Thank you for the redemption, Cryptic Fox. I probably do need to sit up straight.
All right. So anyway, this place is fantastic. I mean, the flyer. I mean, I'm sure the ale is it's a little cramped. Yeah, like I said, you know, hole in the wall. But try this. And I'd like to go up to the bartender and ask for 3 mugs of ale.
She
How
says,
am I gonna drink ale with my head like this?
Very carefully.
Yes.
Don't complain. This is authentic dwarven ale.
Wow.
I'll get you a straw. You'll be fine.
So you guys walk up, and the let's see if I can find. You walk up. It's a female dwarf that is behind the bar. She is a handsome woman with a neatly trimmed beard. She's somewhat squat with relatively undamaged skin and pressed clothes. One might even have a hard time recognizing her as a dwarf if she didn't have a beard.
Hello.
She goes,
Excuse me, miss. Could we get 3 mugs of authentic dwarven ale?
of course, dearie, that'll be a copper each.
All right. It's on me, you guys. Don't worry about it.
And she break a hundo.
She says, if you need me to break some gold, I can probably do it, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Was that a yes? Or a no?
It's a yes. Rounds on Esmond.
So she takes your gold, and she goes into the back with it, and she brings out a satchel, like just a kind of hempen satchel woven, and she says, "Are you adventurers?"
Oh, aye.
Of course.
She rolls her eyes. She says, "Of course, more deviant revelers."
Revelers.
And she puts your mugs of ale down.
Esmond, what do you think she meant by revelers?
We revel? Cheers?
Cheers.
Cheers.
So you guys have to pretty much yell to communicate in here. And she says, "I meant that you revel in deviancy, adventuring about."
I mean, she's not wrong. Let's be honest here.
For the good of the realm. Cheers!
For the good of ale.
For the good of the hill. Cheers! I
Huzzah.
think I want beer. I think I need another. Oh boy. This stuff is good.
Delight.
Ant says, "I love a good revelry and deviance. It's my brand." You see that as she huffs, she kind of looks over, and taped to one of the kegs, there's a picture of a apparently young dwarven girl. And, so do a perception check.
All of us?
Sure.
9.
See how good your eyesight is.
Oh, that's
14.
You know, that's actually pretty perfect. So, Sage, you were the closest to this young dwarven girl in the photo. So, you would probably recognize her best as the leader of the dwarves, the young dwarves that you had met, Hilda. I think her name was Hilda Aircatcher. Yeah, Hilda Aircatcher.
Yep.
Hey.
That sounds right.
Guys, come here for a second. Come here. Quip. Esmond.
What?
Does this look familiar? Does she look familiar to you? What was her name?
To me?
Hilda? Hilma?
I don't remember her name,
remember.
but I remember the face.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? I think. Do you think this is her? I think this is her.
Looks quite possibly to be so.
It's odd.
Is the hair color right? I don't know.
I think she got a haircut recently because this looks
It
a little bit
didn't seem as
longer.
long.
So in the picture, another thing that's kind of throwing you off is that, like, in the picture, this girl this dwarven girl is like neatly trimmed up and looks very prim and proper comparative to how you saw her with the big like dwarven skate boots and baggy clothing and unkempt beard and, you know, all that.
Yeah, look at this.
Hmm.
Quip, I think she's let herself go.
Obviously, from what we saw.
I mean, you saw those split ends, right?
Yeah.
If there's
Oh,
one thing I
my.
know, it's hair. Okay, quality hair must be stolen. I mean, kept in good condition.
I'll take that.
That's why you put your hair in bags. What?
You know what? Shh.
Oh, yes, that's right. You've shown me dwarven ale. Snip. I hand you a lock of hair.
Esmond, I got your
Seal
hair
the
when
deal.
you were asleep ages ago. I don't need another one.
Wow. This is fun.
Wonderful.
So she's I guess you didn't ask for her name, but the barkeep, she goes back to kind of what she's doing after eavesdropping a bit on this conversation and finding you all very strange.
Valid.
I get that.
So yeah, so you guys are sitting in this bar. There's a ton of dwarves around just kind of doing their own thing, and you guys are here together with your pint of ale. No one's tried any yet though, I suppose.
I thought
Yes, Esmond did.
we did it. Cheers. We
Oh,
did it.
did you?
cheers.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, we did.
I want
Hey.
all of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, yeah. I gotta see. Where's it go? 17? Not bad.
All right. What did you get?
9.
Whip. All right. Whip, you almost immediately, you feel this ale going down the old esophagus, and you start to feel warm inside, and you realize, like, from just this one swig, you are already starting to feel a bit drunk.
That's how you know it's authentic.
Guys, are you guys feeling a little wobbly? I feel like I'm already, like, getting drunk.
Oh no, I'm used to dwarven ale. I feel fine.
Mm.
And you feel Quip a big hearty slap on the back as a dwarf comes up to you and says, I know that look. You're a bit of a lightweight, aren't you?
Not really.
And then
But
all
I
of the
guess I am with this.
all of the dwarves in the background start chanting, lightweight, 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 lightweight. And
I join them.
and
I glare at you.
and
I
the
give a timid, like sheepish look to Quip.
the dwarf says, get this one another, Morla. Stop moping about your daughter.
Wait.
Guys, did you
And
hear that?
and so Morla
Yeah.
rolls her eyes and gets you another pint, Quip.
Did you hear that, you guys?
I can't hear anything
Did
other
hear
than
that.
yelling.
He said their daughter. You know what that means, right?
It's a good thing we didn't kill anybody then.
Also valid. Yes. But maybe we should ask some questions.
Oh. Good call.
Well, we know Quip can't do it because look at her.
All right.
You want me to go over there and ask some questions?
Oh, I was going to. But yes, by all means.
Oh, please do,
Go for it.
please do. No. I'll watch
Oh,
Quip. She's
Lord.
looking a
All right.
little.
Here we go.
She's looking a little.
So
Can I have some of your hair?
so how are you approaching Morla?
Oh, probably terribly, but let's see how this plays out. Well, I'm coming back for another drink, obviously, as well.
All right, so you finished your mug of ale.
Yep.
Alrighty, so you bring back your empty mug to her, and she says, "Ah, you'll be wanting another then, eh?" That wasn't the
I
right
am, thank you.
voice. That wasn't the right voice at all. Hold on, it's way more Mrs. Doubtfire. "Ah, so you'll be wanting another,
What?
dearie?"
I'll grab you one too. Make it a second one. Got thirsty friends.
All right, can I see some ID?
Oh yes.
She says, "I was just kidding." And she goes and she kind of chuckles and rolls her eyes and mutters something under her breath that you can't really hear. And she goes and gets you a couple of pints and brings them back to you.
Well, thank you, thank you. So I saw the picture on the wall there. Lovely girl. Is that the daughter the gentleman was just talking about? You know, I don't have kids myself, but I'm kind of an uncle to sort of one of the families from Lemistire. I've been around long enough anyway.
Ah, you're from
Yeah,
from a long ways away, aren't you?
Ah, yes. But I'm definitely enjoying it here.
Well, I'd say you might be a lot like me daughter then. She's got a little bit too much dwarf in her. I think she's ran away on a quest of her own.
Oh, kids, yes. I understand that. You know, I spent the first half of my life in the woods.
I see. What did you learn during that time?
Oh, you know, how to hunt, how to make fire, how to make shelter, how to cook things, how to skin things. You know, the regular stuff.
Well, I raised me daughter right, and despite her upbringing, she decided to just go out on her own. I suspect I haven't seen her in weeks.
Well, that's unfortunate. Where I lean in. We're actually working on a missing persons case now. Um, could we be of some service?
You're working on a case. You look like nothing but filthy vagrant mercenaries.
It's part of the cover.
Hang on one second. She says, I see. Well, I suppose I'll accept your help. If you can find her and bring her back, I would appreciate it.
We'll do our best. Absolutely.
I won't tell anyone you've done any help for me, though.
And we'll be just as discreet as possible for your sake as well.
And she says loudly, "All right, here's your beers."
Ah, thank you.
And she gives you over the beers.
I do have some copper left. I'll throw a couple extra on there. And I will walk back to the table.
And
Here's your beer.
as you walk back to the table, you see me and Quip. Quip has her arm around my shoulder, and we're humming a tune that you find vaguely familiar.
And like sitting in your seat, Esmond, is a dwarf who has he's like trying to he's on his knees on the stool so he can have his arm around Quip too. She's in the middle between Nahasha and they're all like chanting a song because you guys have picked up some, you know, dwarven drinking songs in your studies, so
I'm gonna add that to the notes.
But in my other hand is a pair of clippers. And as Quip distracts our friend, I would like to try and steal a lock of hair.
alrighty, make a stealth check.
Right, I'm doing it.
What a weirdo.
let's see, 11, but 15.
So 11 is actually your total. So with
Oh, I thought I was adding that. Okay.
with roll, I know it's, and that would make sense for this based on the numbers that are there. But the way that Roll20 does it is it accounts just does two
Oh.
rolls at the same time. So in case I tell you with advantage or disadvantage, you would take like the higher or the lower number. So in this case, it's just the 11 or whatever. But that's I'll say this: no one says anything about you doing this.
Okay. But do I
Um,
get it?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of subtly stuff the clippers and the the hair sample in my satchel.
All right. She's got you. You got like a bag ready in there just in case you're out and about and you get some hair.
Here.
Gross. So
You know what? We all have our things, okay? Don't judge my sorcerer.
So yeah, so no one said anything about you doing that, and time goes on, and you guys are just hanging out at this tavern with all these dwarves, and I think that they're the ones that have been hanging out around you seem to be taking a liking to you, and every time Morla looks over, she just rolls her eyes like in a oh my gosh, these people kind of way.
Could I speak off the record?
Yeah, you want to speak out of character?
I would. I think that later on, the whole hair stealing obsession does have to do with my bio and my backstory, just for the record. So I
That's
just wanted
okay.
to
I'm just fucking
say
around with
that
you.
off the record here.
You're fine. You're allowed. I'm just joking with you.
You're just weird. It's fine.
It is slightly strange, but we like it. So yeah, are you guys just are you hanging out till the bar closes or what?
I'm ready for a nap.
I think we should get Quip back home, Esmond. What do you think?
I believe we should get her home, yes.
Yeah, the dwarf sitting next to you, he says, I'll walk her home. I'm a very kind gentleman.
Nice try, buddy. And I kind of like
walking us home as well.
He says,
I scooch Quip closer to me, and she hits her head on the ceiling.
He goes, it'll be a slumber party, will it?
Wonderful. You can stay with me.
All right, buddy, you're pretty handsome. He says, I'm not too picky. You don't even have a beard.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, never could grow one.
I've always been interested to see what it feels like to kiss someone without a beard.
He's not bunking with
what?
me.
He's a dwarf. The only women
Without a beard?
the only women he's ever kissed have beards. And Morla comes over and she says, all right, you lot are drunk. Out with you, you've had enough. And the other guy goes, yes, out with you. And his like cheeks bulge out and he just like runs straight to the bathroom.
Oh, thank you.
Let's go.
These shoes are new. You know,
Yeah.
these boots are real venison leather. So, let's go.
So you guys exit the bar into the darkness of night. It's been a while that you guys have been in there drinking, and it's getting late at this point. It's probably like 7 or 8 at night now.
Okay. Well, I was able to talk to Morla about her daughter, and she has enlisted our help in finding her.
Oh,
Wow.
good. She's being helpful.
That's so nice.
Yeah, Quip is
Yeah,
like
it's just
I think at this point all of you are probably a little drunk, but I think Quip is absolutely the most drunk and is not. She's white girl wasted. So Yeah, there's not too many people out on the street at this point. I will say that. It's kind of, things are quiet, but there's just like, you know, people are coming out of bars that they, or coming out of restaurants that they have had dinner. Shopkeeps are coming out of their shops after shutting down for the night and all that. The Umbrella Division headquarters is in sort of an industrial area, so you're also seeing like factories that are closing up for the night, and the workers are spilling out onto the street and kind of being merry that they're off work and all that.
So they're heading to the bar while we're leaving the bar.
Yeah, no, actually, yeah, you see a lot of like dwarven guys wearing overalls, like Carhartt overalls, you know.
Har.
Do we see any bushes nearby?
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
It wants to probably make me throw up.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, I knew it.
So unfortunately with that roll, you don't really find any bushes nearby. There's definitely a lot of, you know, concrete and brick buildings. It's not really.
What about some venison leather shoes?
Oh, don't you dare.
I mean,
So I turn to Quip and I ask her, "Hey Quip, have you ever tried the dragon twerk?
What?
The dragon twerk.
No.
It's the newest thing amongst the elves. All the elves are doing it."
No.
Okay.
Quip, why don't you make a constitution check, or a constitution saving throw with disadvantage?
Okay. I'm gonna tell you what the base is, and you tell me what to go from.
So you're gonna
Alright,
roll
so I
roll
rolled
2d20s. So roll 2d20s. Yeah.
Okay.
And what is the lower number?
1.
I would like to attempt the dragon twerk in the middle of the street.
Make a performance check, Nahasha.
Okay.
And don't tell me the number yet, because I need to describe something really quickly. Well, I'll see the number, I guess, so it doesn't matter. But with that said,
Roll 20 hates me.
so Quip, you how are you walking right now, or what are you doing exactly at this moment? So
I'm
Nahasha,
just walking on my own with my arms crossed. I'm like chilling, just walking down the road.
you have sudden throw up.
Okay.
So you don't.
Can I throw up on her shoes?
Well, I was gonna say,
dare.
so she like kind of ran off, like right as soon as she said, like, have you heard of the dragon twerk? So she kind of ran off. Esmond is standing next to you as you guys are walking, and Esmond, you just look over and you see like that, like some people make a lot of hullabaloo as they're about to throw up, you know, but you just see Quip walking, her head is kind of down, and she just pukes a little. Not a lot, just a little, just like bleh, like she's had a little bit too much. And she's kind of you know, leaning back and forth, like the steps that she takes are a little too deep, and she just throws up a little.
Let's get you home.
And Nahasha, with that performance check, you go out into the middle of the street and you start doing the dragon twerk. And very quickly, a line. Well, first off, like a bunch of people start watching you, like from the streets. But as you're not really paying attention and you're basking in the attention you're getting, carts and people are lining up behind you on the street trying to get by. There's people like literally yelling, "Hey lady, get the fuck out of the way, I'm trying to get home!" And trying to get you to move, and they don't seem to appreciate your dancing skills very much.
Okay. So I kind of drunkenly turn my head and hear these people shouting at me, and just kind of hobble back to Esmond and Quip.
Almost, but with that nat 1, you did roll a nat 1, so I'm not quite done yet. So
Oh no!
as you turn around and look back at the cars, you see that one of these cars has just been like inching closer and closer and closer to you, and they literally bump your butt while you're doing the dragon twerk, and you just fall forward face first onto the ground, and you
Sounds
have
about right.
a bunch of dirt now on your face.
Oh, not my boots. Did it get my boots?
It scuffed your boots a little bit,
Oh,
but
okay.
you think that you can probably oil them up again and perhaps
Okay.
get out some of that damage. So you guys look over. Quip, you're busy throwing up a little bit. Esmond, you're trying to take care of care of Quip. So neither of you actually see what happened with Nahasha, but you just hear like a raucous laughter as all of the factory workers and dwarves coming out of the bar all are like laughing at Nahasha falling on her face. And Nahasha, you hear, "Word up! I had to go to the restroom for something, but I'm coming." And as you're getting up, you look behind you and you see that the dwarf running from the bar,
Oh my god.
and he's got throw up in his beard.
Oh,
Ah!
Let's keep moving.
there's no
Go,
way
go,
my
go.
my one was this bad.
Hey Flyboy, what's up? How you doing, man? Thank you so much for coming to the stream. It's good to see you in here, man.
Well, let's shuffle faster.
All right, so you guys all make it back to the Umbrella Division headquarters, and everything is quiet.
The dwarf does not get in, correct?
No, you guys managed to snake the dwarf, and he does not come in. Yeah, how are you, Flyboy? Thanks for coming to the stream, man. I appreciate seeing you here. So is there what are you guys doing before bed?
I go bed.
Is
Bed.
I check to make sure the bed is in the correct position, facing the door, so I know if there's an intruder. I am skeptical. I'm untrusting.
It's nap time.
So Quip, you don't this doesn't really quite register on account of how like drunk you are, but when you walk in, open on your dresser is your Bible.
Okay.
And it's not, you didn't leave it there, you didn't open it, you
No.
weren't reading it, but it is there on the dresser.
Okay.
So you don't, I would assume that you're not going to do anything about it right now on account of how drunk you are. I wouldn't think that it necessarily registers, but it's there.
Okay.
And it will be in the morning.
Okay.
Esmond, what are you doing before bed?
Well, they're all in. I believe I'm going to throw a bedroll on the floor and just get ready to go to bed.
Cool. So, were you sleeping? Because there's like another room. So there's like, if just to kind of re-describe, there's like the living room and kitchen area. In the living room across from the couch, there's like this big, it's like a crystal globe that's like bigger than like a globe you'd have in school, like for a map, you know, of the world. Check out this Dungeons and Dragons. This is my first time witnessing this. Hell yeah, dude. Well, I'm catching up with chat for a second, guys, but you know, this is like one of my favorite games ever, for sure. It's, if you're kind of a creative person and you like hanging out with friends and playing make-believe, that's pretty much what Dungeons and Dragons is. I'm creating this story through what the players do. So the actions that they take during the story that I'm writing previously will influence the story in the future. So it's pretty cool. It's like telling a story together. It's kind of like what people have been doing for thousands and thousands of years, you know, just storytelling. So if you like things like that, if you like the Moth, I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but that's like a kind of storytelling deal where people get up on stage and share stories from their life usually. Yeah, if you like hearing stories and telling stories, then D&D is a really fun thing. So anyways, back to I was describing the place you're in. So there's this globe that's like larger than a map globe. It's probably like 32 inches in diameter, and it's sitting in a golden pedestal that has buttons on it, and it sits across from the couch. And then there are 2 different bedrooms that have bunk beds. So Esmond, the room that you're sleeping in does have an extra bed, but are you chilling in like the living room, or are you in your bedroom?
I go into the bedroom
Okay.
and I lay out the bedroll on the floor.
Okay. So yeah, so you go set up your camping setup essentially on the floor, and are you doing anything before bed?
No, don't usually have a bedtime ritual or anything like that.
Okay. Have you decorated your room with anything?
I don't see the need for it.
Okay. So you get into your bedroll and you set up for the night. So I think this is actually a great little time to take a break. The dog needs to go out and I need to use the restroom. So we'll take a quick break here.
I thought there was gunfire outside. It was so loud, and I go outside, and the next door neighbor's shooting off fireworks, like into the sky, just big, massive fireworks.
Well, I mean, they're just having some fun, I guess.
I know, it's just so random. Like it's the middle of the suburbs, so it's just.
Dude, I mean, I grew up in LA, and it was like I think illegal to have fireworks in general, and people still just like be shooting them off all the time. It's crazy. So anyways, yeah, we're just gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Peace.
Alright, guys, I am back. It looks like we're still waiting on folks, so can catch up on chat, see if anyone said anything and all that. Cool. Oh, well, yeah, I'm glad you came by, Flyboy. I popped into your stream that one day, but I haven't seen you on since. Do you normally stream? I think you're streaming, I forget the main title of the game, but I think it was Gat Out of Hell. It's like, kind of looks like GTA, but with a demonic guy. Hello, dog. Hello, dog. Wanna lay down by me or what? Excuse me.
Hey, Retro.
Hey.
You know what? Sometimes you just gotta get naked.
Is that what you did just now?
Get it? It's a pun, because I'm punny. It's a joke. I made a joke.
I do like naked juice.
This is so good. It's delicious.
It's definitely like, I feel like I need to cut back on sugar. I just like have so much sugar in my diet right now. I'm always like, I'm gonna eat better tomorrow, and then I go to the gas station and buy corn dogs and shit like that.
I feel like I've given up and just accepted the fact that I'll just have the body type of a bleached Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know where it all goes. I'm just like I have like a lot of trouble keeping on weight. I have like the opposite problem that a lot of people have. And so
Trade?
Well, it's genetics, so I don't know if we can really, but it's also not good because I spend like a ton of money on food, and you know, like wasting money or feeling like you're wasting money isn't a good feeling. And I feel like I must have like a worm inside of me that just eats all of the food that I eat and takes all of the sustenance that I should be getting. The only thing I have is love handles. I can't get rid of those, but
I'll be right back, guys. I'm just feeding my cats.
Oh my god, feeding cats. Jeez, Louise.
Let them starve. This is D&D. No, okay.
They're always meowing. Even when their food bowl is full, they always want food. That's how cats are.
Can you hear the fireworks my next door neighbor is doing?
A little bit, actually. Now that you say that,
it's loud.
I mean,
Oh, goodness.
when I lived in Los Angeles, people were like always shooting them off. Especially like the more hood the area was, the more people would
Echo
be.
Park all the time.
Yeah. I mean, if you see like there's always like videos every year of 4th of July in downtown LA, and it's like there's more fireworks going off in the neighborhoods than there is in like all of the, shows combined.
Yup. It's insanity.
Hey, but isn't it like September?
It's twisted. Well, they probably have leftovers. Either that or it's someone's fucking baby shower and they're gonna kill themselves. Or baby reveal, gender reveal party. I feel like gender reveal parties are very dangerous.
Yeah, I think so too. Indeed.
Yeah, when Aaron gets back, we'll start again, but we're just chilling. Doing chill stuff.
Just chill stuff.
Just chill stuffs. Dude, that nap was really good, I gotta say.
Good.
I'm probably gonna have trouble sleeping tonight. I will say, like, ever since I quit smoking weed, I've been having, like, nightmares probably 4 out of 7 days a week.
You know, that kind of happened to me, but the first month, and then it kind of went away.
I feel like it's been getting a little better, but they're like, because cannabis like inhibits REM sleep, so you don't dream very much when you're smoking. But
Right.
Ever since I quit, I've just been having these super vivid dreams.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I did have one really good one the other day, so that almost made up for like. Uh-oh, we lost my camera? No.
Hey, Kitty's back.
Do you hear that? Dude, it's just like they're shooting them off.
Yeah, I absolutely can. That's so weird. Did the camera order must have changed because now my name is
It
on
did.
your camera.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I messed something up because I just changed my
How dare you,
Tom
Sage?
Peachy.
Oh, cat time. Cat adventure cat cam.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready to get started?
I'm ready.
Ready to rock and roll.
Cool.
Yes, let's go.
I'll move this over and down a little bit. Cool. So, you wake up in the morning and you guys can hear, the bustle of a city outside. Quip, as you were going to sleep last night, you definitely thought you saw your Bible open on your dresser, and when you wake up in the morning, you weren't dreaming. It wasn't a weird thought that you had. You see your Bible is open on your dresser.
Okay. So I inspect and see where it's open to.
So you look and it's open to a specific page that is discussing a sort of a doomsday event. This is discussing something called perditional contradoxy, and I'm gonna type it into chat so you can put it in your notes. Or I'm gonna type in. Gonna be on Roll20, and it's pretty simple kind of thing. But basically, perditional contradoxy occurs when someone who is promised to heaven, or to Cronus, I guess I would say rather, is condemned to hell. So this event basically proves Alfara a liar and causes a cataclysm within the faith. This type of event is so religiously significant that it could incite an apocalypse.
So they're basically they're saying anything that Elfara stood for is like garbage.
Not so much that, like, this is in your Bible. It's more saying, yeah, it's more saying that, like, the word of Alfara is binding, essentially, like religiously. And if Alfara says that this person is bound for heaven and they go to hell, it proves her wrong, which literally could break the fabric of reality.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Got you.
And your Bible is just on your dresser, randomly open to this page.
Honestly, I don't really do much of anything but read it a couple times, and then I go and refer to a couple other books to seeing if I can like figure out what is, what you explained to me. And then once I try to, grasp what's going on, I close the Bible and I put it back in its position that it should be in. And then I go find the others.
Really quick, make a history check for me.
13.
Okay. So you go put your Bible back in its position, and you go find the others. Were you what is going on with your camera, Sage?
All the fun stuff.
I think I'm part dwarven.
Did you turn into the dwarf from last night?
I want that helmet.
I think someone put something in my drink, but like I'm not sure. It was a weird night.
Nahasha, you wake up and you just have a huge dwarven beard.
I think the dwarf got in and somehow got to Nahasha.
Yeah, but my horns are still here. You know, my
You do have the horns, yeah.
yeah, they're still here.
So, are you still asleep at this point, Nahasha? Or are you like kind of a heavy sleeper, a late sleeper normally, or do you get up early?
Oh man, I don't know about you guys, but oh, last night took it out of me. Morning.
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 Yeah, and I would say,
Wait a second.
Quip, you're also probably pretty fuzzy, like pretty hungover.
Okay.
I wanted
Ah.
to talk to you guys though.
Oh,
I
what
found
about?
my Bible opened, and it read at this. Give me a second. Period.
Per- Perditional contradoxy.
Yeah, that happened, and basically explaining that Ifara says, this is what should happen and all of this, and heaven or the heaven or whatever is explained there. And then when someone is actually sent somewhere else, it basically dismantles everything that happened in there. I just find it weird because I left my Bible completely closed. It was open to this page, and I don't know what to think of it. I don't even remember this page in the Bible.
And you're positive you didn't do any drunk reading or anything?
I didn't touch it. I saw it slightly when I laid down, but then I thought I would just look at it in the morning, but I knew that it was not where I put it and it was open. I don't leave it open.
Was someone in our room?
I I have to assume they were because of that.
Well,
Nothing
didn't
else is
someone
disturbed.
rearrange your beds the other day?
Yes, didn't they?
Oh, right, yeah. Well, how dare they snoop into our things?
I don't leave things in here to be snooped in.
Yeah, well, all you carry is your little bedroll and everything else on your back.
Oh yeah.
Some of us like to have accommodations.
Well, I could take them or leave them.
Make an insight check, Quip.
17.
So this was like an insight check for yourself, and you're realizing, looking at your Bible and whatnot, that you don't have a church here.
Yeah, okay.
That you haven't found a place of worship in terms of your own religion here.
Okay. And
That's just it. I mean, I would assume, I mean, I guess you can tell me, did you go to church a lot? Like, I mean, where did you learn about your divinity from? Because you are like you're a chosen prophet of Elfara.
I was adopted. So I was adopted, and as I was brought up and to worship with Farah and learn the ways of that through the people I was adopted through. That's how that worked for me.
And did they like take you to a church?
We grew up at church. They were followers.
So who was your
kind of like a seminary, but they were women though.
What was the name of your like pastor or whatever the equivalent of that would be?
Gilda.
Gilda. So like you recall like Gilda took a special interest in you because of your obvious connection to Elfara, and you recall her going over these things with you at one point, and it kind of just seemed like doomsday, kind of shit that you was seeming to just like be used to scare a child from being like a bad kid. But you recall like there's really only one time in history when this like has been close to happening, but you can't really remember the specifics.
Okay. Well, I mean, the thing about it is with the people that I was raised, like I said, I was orphaned, so I was raised like this since I was pretty much born, because I
Mm-hmm.
was orphaned as a baby.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know anything else otherwise. So I don't really see that is very. I do see the like because I read a lot and I read things that are not part of the following. That's where my brain tends to takes its separation between the two.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's still very dear to my heart because it's something that is like very ingrained in my head, I guess you could say.
Okay. So what is the rest of yous guys doing?
I'm waking up still a little bit groggy, thinking about bacon. And the lunch lady's hot rolls, steamy bread rolls, so good.
I've been up for a couple hours. I went down, got breakfast, and I've been in the room waiting for them.
Oh,
Of course you have. You just like already have fun.
I slept in a bit.
Okay, so yeah, you already went and saw Lunch Lady Maureen.
Oh,
She's called Lunch Lady Maureen any time of the day. It's just her name.
I see.
I was saying Esmond did because he woke up. He woke up hours early, but the rest of you have been sleeping in. So what would you all like to do?
I need something to eat. I have to go grab a bagel.
Me
I'll
too.
be right back.
All right,
I'll go with Quip.
Okay.
I'll wait for you outside with Cartman.
All right.
Cool.
Can
So
I
we
just
both go.
summon Cartman at the gate? And they bring Cartman or no?
So there's like a reservation system. I mean, you don't have to like, it's not like you'll never be able to get one, but typically you would call down to the cart corral, the cartman corral, and you would like tell them you need one. Are you trying to go somewhere without the rest of the group?
No, I'm just trying to get the car ready so we can go somewhere when
Oh.
we're done with breakfast.
All right. So yeah, so I mean, you haven't really ever looked about the living room much, but you do see on the table like a random smooth stone that is probably like 3 inches across. And I would say even you guys would know that this is like is called a sending stone. It's like a device that is essentially a telephone. A very, you could think of it as like an old flip phone type of phone. It doesn't have much utility outside of it just being able to make calls.
Okay.
But you wouldn't, I mean, honestly, you guys never asked like Nesta how to get these carts. I don't think you would know how to call one of these carts to get one ready for you.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
So,
Well, maybe I'll just wait for you outside.
yeah, I mean, Nahasha knows where the cart corral is, but outside of that, because she's been there and went and talked to the goblins that work there, but outside of that, you guys don't know really how to get the cart ready. You could definitely go check in with Nesta and ask him if you wanted to.
Well, maybe I'll do that while they're having breakfast.
All right, so so you guys go. We'll follow Quip and Nahasha first. You guys go down to the breakfast hall, and you walk in, and it's empty as of now, with the exception of Pachilda and Lunch Lady Maureen. So, what are you guys gonna do?
Well, first things first, I'm definitely getting my hands on some of those hot, steamy bread rolls.
I just want a bagel.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna go get.
I think I'll get some bacon too.
Alrighty, so you walk up to Maureen and give her your order, and she pulls out a bagel, and she has it like in tongs, and in her other hand is like a cigarette in a cigarette holder, and she says, you want this toasted?
Yes, please.
All right. And she, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, just no fairy food for me. The aftertaste kind of gets to me.
Maureen says, oh, I don't have any fairy food here, but I think it's alright. What do you mean? What kind of aftertaste you get in there?
It's more of an acid reflux thing, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I used to have that. You know what the cure for that is?
Ew.
No, I just smoke cigarettes for that.
Oh, nice. Okay.
She takes a big drag of her cigarette. And she says, you want a bun?
Oh, yes, please.
I know your usual order already. You always get buns. And
Like buns.
she takes out a big sticky bun and puts it on a plate, and she says, you need anything else? Any coffee, orange juice?
Some orange juice, please.
And she goes back to a silver carafe and opens it up, and an orange juice comes out of it, and she gives that to you.
All right. Well, hey, Quip, you want to go sit down?
Yes. Can I get a water though, ma'am?
She goes, yeah, I can get you some water. And she goes into the back, and as she goes through like the double doors of the kitchen, you see like a big old bubbling, steaming vat of creamed corn that that is cooking in there, and for lunch probably. And she comes back out, and she has a glass of water. She hands it over to you. She says, here you go. Enjoy your food.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
All right. So you guys go sit down, and we will flash over real quick to Esmond. So Esmond, you go into Nesta's office, and he's in there doing some paperwork, and says, oh, well, hello, good morning, Esmond. How can I help you today?
Good morning, boss. Just a quick question.
Yeah.
How does one go about procuring one of the cartmen?
You just call on your sending stone down to the corral and just ask for them to send one to the front. One of the goblins will pick up. Have you ever used a sending stone?
No, sir, I have not.
Alright, well, you just pick it up and say the area you'd like to call. They're on a bit of a network here. We're in the process of getting something a little bit more sophisticated, but for now that's what we have as we've just been setting things up.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. That's the only question I had today.
Would you like me to call one for you?
I think I can give it a shot. Thank you, though.
Well, I suppose it'd be no trouble for me, but if you want to be independent, and I understand, I went through a bit of a rebellious phase myself.
Or I would like to, get it figured out.
No, of course. Well, I don't necessarily have, don't have anything for you today. We are working on some intelligence regarding some fiendish men who have been taking tax money from our collectors, so I'll be in touch.
I do have a few things as far as the missing persons case I was telling you about. I think we're going to follow up with that today. Probably.
He kind of strokes his chin, and he says,
very interesting. Well, I'll be curious to know how that goes.
I'll keep you updated, sir.
all right. So he bids you adieu. Are you headed back to the room, or are you headed back to meet with them in the lunch hall?
I'm going to go back to the room, and I'm going to give this sending stone a shot so I can know how to use it.
Okay. So, tell me what you do.
I pick it up. I say, the corral.
And you almost immediately hear a voice on the other end. Hey, what do you want?
We need a cartman at the front.
All right, we'll set it up.
Thank you.
and you hear like a little click on the other end.
I set it back down.
All right.
I need to run to the front and see if there's one there.
Make an athletics check.
Hang it.
Gotta
Yeah,
burn off that
Probably
hill.
not. Let's see. Woof woof. That's gonna be a 9.
You're pretty out of breath by the time you are a bit hungover as well. So, you know, it's a lot of, your sweat smells a little bit like dwarven ale.
Oh, I've had those nights before.
But you see a cartman waiting for you. The arcano crystal on it is sort of humming with energy as you stick your head outside, and it's just waiting for you there.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Right? We're done with our breakfast, I think, too. I think we're making our way out.
Well, we're gonna shoot back while you guys are still eating.
Ooh.
And the double doors open up to the dining hall, and in walk 3 persons. You see a suave looking tiefling. Next to him on the right side, kind of walking just behind him, is a huge gentleman. This guy has to kind of bend over to get through the door. He's probably 6'5" or 6'7", muscle bound, like fucking huge. Sorry, Sage?
Sorry. Are her horns prettier than mine?
This is a man.
Oh, okay. Are his horns prettier than mine?
He looks like he fucks.
Oh, okay.
That he fucks.
He just looks like
He
and next to him on the left side, walking slightly behind, is an orc that has like cleric garb on. It looks to be like a cleric. And they spot you in the lunch hall, and they walk up to you, and the tiefling says, oh, and I'm sorry, I forgot to say this. They are all wearing like jeans that are rolled up at the bottom with some like Converse All-Stars, and they have white t-shirts on. The barbarian has like this, has like the sleeves rolled up on the side, and he's got like
greaser. They're all like
Yeah.
greasers.
he's got like a pack of cigarettes in the arm. And the tiefling, he's wearing a black leather jacket, and he's got like a pompadour with the horns sticking out on the side. And the orc cleric, he's wearing like chainmail, but underneath the chainmail, he's pretty much just got like a black leather loincloth. And he's wearing like a pack that has like all of his stuff, and he's got like a little holster on the side that has like a mini Bible.
Ooh, spicy.
And so they walk up to you guys, and the warlock goes, "Ooh, mamas, how you doing?"
Hi.
I took a vow of abstinence. So Quip, you want to get out of here?
Sage. I look at Sage and I say, did you just say that to them?
No, I whispered it to you.
Oh. Then I just look ahead and I say hi again.
So you
wondering what they want.
So you guys, you start are you gathering up your things to go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
as I'm like kind of like, no, okay, we're gonna go now. And then we gather and we
and the tiefling says, "Oh, not so fast. Let me introduce myself. I'm Nils."
Oh, this is the
no.
new crew.
And
the new crew.
And he
Right.
motions to the Goliath, and he goes, "This is Gothic, and This is Nevis, and he motions to the orc. He says, you can call us the Tunnel Snakes.
Oh.
You have a name. You guys have a name.
He says, what? I thought, doesn't every crew have a name?
I mean, yeah, that's so cool. I'm so proud of you guys. It's been super nice. We actually have somewhere to be, but such a pleasure. Such a pleasure.
The orc cleric steps forward and he goes, huh, call yourself a cleric? And he fucking grabs your Bible and he throws it into the kitchen. You see it breaks through the double doors, like the swinging double doors, and it goes bloop right into the vat of creamed corn.
I would like to make oh gosh, not precision.
Perception?
No, a
I'd like
skilled.
to cry.
No. A specific. When you make a specific action, I don't know why I'm struggling right now. My brain just went blank. I want to go for
Performance. Performance.
No, it's when you do the specific a specific action. I want to go for a specific swing.
Oh, you want to call a shot?
I want to call a shot.
So I'll say before that happens, Nils goes, whoa, man, what's with the aggression? And you see he just like immediately jogs over and goes and he reaches his old arm and Maureen's like, what? Hey, what are you doing? And he just reaches his old arm into the vat of creamed corn and he picks out your Bible and he's like sloshing off the residue.
You did this because I don't like cream corn, because I made the damn comment about cream corn. You're like, I'm gonna put her Bible in the fucking cream corn. Oh, it's so gross. I'm gonna continue. I'm sorry.
And he grabs like a cloth rag from the counter and he like wipes it all off and he comes up and he hands it back to you and he says to Nevis, you gotta chill out, man. We're all on the same team, remember? Daddy-o. And Nevis goes, sorry, dude, I get so intense. I just can't hold it in sometimes. You're awesome, dude.
I think they're doing fairy
You
dust.
get us. I think so too. We should go.
I think they're on fairy dust.
And Nils goes, hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mamas. He's a little out of line here. We're gonna go get some food. I'll let you guys head out. We'll talk another time.
Can you replace my Bible?
I just growl and hiss.
Whoa, pretty lady, I like your style. And they walk off confidently.
Oh, they didn't answer my question. What dicks? But anyway, have a good day.
Let's go, Quip.
I'm irritated and I smell like corn. Creamed corn.
But it smells so sweet, though.
Fucking gross. Let's go.
So these guys put off like some serious jock greaser energy.
Bad energy.
And they go up and start talking to Maureen, and you see that Nils pulls out a cigarette. He asks Maureen for a light, and that's kind of the last thing you guys see as you exit the door.
He's a smoker.
Unfortunate.
All right, let's go find Esmond.
I think you should be out front with the carts, right?
Right.
Front with the cart.
Let's go.
Man.
Cool.
There he is.
So yeah, you guys head outside. You see Esmond. He's kind of like, what are you doing with the cart? Are you talking to it or
I'm
what?
just leaning up against it proudly that I was able to summon a cart.
I would thought you would have been talking to it, like having a full-on conversation. Like, Cartman, what you doing today?
I probably already did.
Yeah, we already had that conversation. It's fine.
They already know so much about each other. They're like home skillets now.
I made a best friend.
It's a cart man.
It's a cart man. It smells like corn.
start laughing hysterically.
Stop laughing at me.
I start
Anyway.
laughing harder.
Did Nahasha secretly think that whole exchange was hilarious?
I think she did. She likes messing with me, and she's rude. Anyway, what happened was these guys from the new team came up to us, and they approached us, and they were, talking to us, making us uncomfortable. We got up. We tried to leave. Then the cleric came up, grabbed my Bible, and tossed it into the creamed corn. Then the other one, what was his name? What was his name? What was his name?
It was
Something
there was
Whatever.
Nils,
That guy.
Gothic, and Nevis.
Nils.
Nevis is the
Yeah.
cleric, Gothic is the Goliath, and Nils is the tiefling.
Nils is the tiefling. He
The-
went and rescued it, and then tried to rub it off with some weird cloth that didn't work. So now it smells, and I smell, and I hate this. It's disgusting. We're not
I
doing
again
this
start
again.
laughing.
Interesting.
It's so rude.
There's a new team then. How many
Mm.
teams are here, I wonder?
I don't
Good
know.
question.
They all suck, though, if they're going to do that to my books. How could
Yeah, but
you have a book like that?
well, quit.
Well,
and say it.
obviously, we're the best team here, but where are the other teams?
So if you, in case I wasn't clear, Nest, you guys are the first graduating class. Nesta said the newest team was coming in, so that you guys, it's only you guys in this newer group.
A newer
Gotcha.
team. Okay.
Gotcha. All right, so it's just us. Yes, so they're still back in. They're still back in school.
Yeah, one. Yeah, you're right. And they're still in school. Well, how sassy for new students. Jesus.
Well, Quip, you know what they say. The larger the tiefling, the smaller other things can be.
I had never heard that before.
Oh,
Does that mean like fingers?
sure, Quip. Sure.
Yes.
And I just kind of pat you on the shoulder.
Anyway, speaking of fingers, let us roll. I don't know if that makes sense.
Are we gonna get on Cartman?
Shotgun.
I was going to say
Why do
something
you
about
always do that?
it
Because
kinda
I
takes
said up
that out of
front.
it.
I'm sorry, Esmond. Let's just go.
Where are you going?
Well,
I don't know.
it's
Don't-
wonderful you should ask. I have a list of several different cases we're working.
So where
We
you?
could go anywhere.
I was gonna say, because I think in terms of the cases you're working, Lyra Brightfoot was your next lead.
Lyra Brightfoot is the next lead.
Okay, so
And then we also got Ronk Spring from the other night. We gotta, take care of that whole thing. And then we're also missing this Clara Berman from the newspaper clipping yesterday. And since we talked to Morla last night, we've also picked up another missing persons case for Hilda, which we've unfortunately encountered once already. But it seems to be it for now.
So Cartman says to you, Esmond, so where are we to, best friend?
Well, Cartman, let me confer with my compatriots. So, shall we go talk to Lyra?
I
I'd
think
say it's
so.
a good
That'd
call.
be first business. I agree.
Yes. See if we can't get a bead on the missing bride. All right.
Ah,
Okay,
Randy gave us this address,
cool.
do we give that to Cartman?
this information. Yes.
Yes.
So I read the address and the information off to Cartman.
He goes, all right, sirs and ma'ams, off we go. And the cart lurches forward as the purple Arcano crystal hums and whirs. So you arrive at the address for Lyra Brightfoot, provided to you by Randy Marisbane. You knock on the door, and after a time, it opens. A solemn dwarven man with bags under his eyes stands there. It looks as though he's been crying. He wears a dirty boots, denim pants, a white cloth tunic with a brown canvas jacket, and a cabbie hat. He says, "What can I do for you?"
Greetings and good morning. We are here to visit a Lyra Brightfoot.
He looks at you suspiciously, and he says, "What are your names?"
I'm Esmond.
Nahasha.
Quip.
He says, "Randy mentioned a group came in interested in the Maresbane girl the other day. I assume that's you all?"
Yes, we're conducting an investigation for missing persons.
Yes.
Well, I really shouldn't be letting anyone in, but I think I have something for you.
And he turns around and he walks into the apartment. Do you guys follow him?
Yeah.
Yes.
After an odd second. Yes.
Okay, so you guys walk into this apartment, and he's going off into this room that's kind of off of the living room. It's got like French doors that open up, and you guys see what appears to be sort of like a makeshift hospital room set up in this apartment. And you see, lying in the bed, breathing normally, is a younger dwarven girl. She's wearing a white linen gown. Her skin is a sickly pale shade of white with patches of yellow, and she has dark circles around her eyes. And she appears to be asleep right now. And the dwarven man motions you all over. He says,
My name is Derek, and this is Lyra. She was at work late one night at the high school, and she got off and came back in. I was still at work myself at the time, and I think someone followed her and came in here with her somehow, and all I found was this dart and this note.
And so he pulls out this, what appears to be like a dart that would be used in a tranquilizer gun or something of that nature. And it's kind of got this, it's got like feathers like a bow would on it, and they're colored purple and green. And hands over the note, and on the note is written this. So I'm gonna type it into chat and then I'll say it.
Alrighty.
So the note says, Runa, Nils, Crystal, Palimpsest. And if it's not fully clear, it appears as though Lyra is in some kind of a coma.
I see.
And Derek says,
The authorities said if she wasn't a dwarf, she'd probably be dead.
I see.
so as I would assume that I'm not going to make you roll for this or anything, but given that you guys have studied Dwarvish, Nahasha, and Quip, you would know that dwarves are pretty much immune to poison altogether. And for a poison to do this to a dwarf, it would have to be some pretty fucking serious shit.
Hey, Quip, isn't Nils the name of that new guy?
It is the one that helped us.
Yeah,
Interesting.
but who's Luna?
Runa?
Runa is the missing
Runa.
girl.
Is that what the note? Okay, I
She's the
missed it.
bride. She's the one we went looking for originally.
And it was Runa, Nils,
And what is this? Crystal
Crystal.
Palimpsest?
Palimpsest.
Palimpsest.
Palimpsest, yeah.
Crystal
Palimpsest.
Palimpsest.
Why don't you make Quip, why don't you make a knowledge check?
Knowledge is. Oh, where is it?
Or
Is it just based on its own?
I guess it would be wisdom or intelligence, but we can say it's like
Okay, so then it would be 12.
okay. So you know that a so this note looks as though it was written hastily and by someone who might not be as kind of book smart as you are.
Okay.
The word though does sound a lot like palimpsest, which is a manuscript or piece of writing material on which the original writing has been effaced to make room for later writing, but of which traces remain of the older writing. So like in textual studies, a palimpsest is like a manuscript page. Like this is before they had the ability to print a lot of paper. They would like write lightly so that they could reuse paper.
Right. Okay.
But that's what's on the note, and yeah, so that's so basically again just to say he told you she was working late at the high school, that she came home and it seems like she was attacked inside the home.
Okay. Huh.
Well, maybe we should go
from here, guys.
see if we can talk to Nils. Should we question Nils? Maybe ask him some questions? He might know something about this note.
I have no idea.
Maybe.
But
Or
maybe
if we
it
do
may
talk to
be
him,
bad.
yeah, because if we talk to him, maybe it'll make him suspicious and more sneaky.
That's my point. I don't know if it's something that we should not mention to him just yet.
Maybe we'll hold off on that for now. Let's
I
say we go up
agree.
to high school and ask around about the both of them, Runa and Lyra,
Okay. I agree.
and
Good
the
job.
kind of people that they've been hanging around.
Cool, sounds good. So you guys get out, or do you say anything to Derek, or you just kind of like?
No. We are so sorry for what's transpired, and we're going to do our best to find who's responsible.
You know, it's always the good ones that suffer, isn't it?
Oh, I.
Look, you guys have a good day, okay?
Yes,
Thank you
take
so
care.
much.
Thank you for all your help, and we will let you know what we find.
Thank you.
And with that, we leave.
So yeah, he doesn't follow you out to close the door or anything. He just stays with Lyra. So you guys get out. You get back to Cartman and tell him that you want to get to the high school.
Mm-hmm.
And as you roll up to the high school, you see standing out front talking to a young lady. It appears as though school is back in session. You had read that in the newspaper that they were kind of had the school running on reduced hours because they were investigating some things. And you see standing outside of the high school, standing next to a motorcycle, talking to presumably a young student, is Nils.
Wonderful.
And that's where we're going to end our session tonight.
Oh, spies!
Suspicious.
Nils at the school talking to a child.
The moment we saw him, couldn't trust him. I knew.
Then he wants to bring me back my book and be like, "Oh, no."
Normally, I try to hit on them, but no, I knew. I had a gut feeling.
You're like him. You already say him, but you're like, no, all of them.
Yeah, all of them.
So chat, thank you so much for being here this evening. We're gonna stay on for a bit, just chat for a bit, and kind of wind down from the campaign. I think that eventually, what I would like to do is create a Patreon where we will have kind of an after show. We'll probably end 30 minutes early, and then we'll go into something where people who subscribe to the Patreon can listen to us talk about what we thought about what happened, different theories that you guys might have, etc. But right now we're just going to do that on stream. So yeah, like what did you guys think of all of that?
That was fun. We got a lot in today. Like,
Yeah. Oh, geez, TT. Goodness.
Got a lot in today, and we got to party.
And you got to party. So yeah, I'm certainly trying to take a step back a little bit as a DM and give you guys more room to breathe as your characters. And I certainly had a lot of fun doing this tonight, and
this was fun, yeah.
Yeah.
I had blast.
So
I did too. I feel like we got a lot more into, not necessarily just because you stepped yourself back, just because we all kind of took that initiative to speak up as well. So I think it was like a group effort on like working together as a whole to like make it more like not necessarily fast paced, but like interesting while we're doing things. I think it was definitely fun for content.
well, there's gonna be, I will say, like in general, when you guys have battles in the game, especially if it's like a larger battle, it will probably end up taking like most of a session, if not the whole session.
Right.
But outside of that,
Slog us down a bit, but
yeah. But definitely I was super happy with the session tonight, and it was really fun. I'm definitely like really looking forward to watching back the VOD. So I'm gonna try, because I'm kind of behind a week on the VODs. The first three, I think the first 2 or 3 sessions are on YouTube now, but I will be putting stuff on YouTube so that people can kind of catch up on what happened if they missed anything. I really suck at editing, and I just like I don't have necessarily time to edit a 3-hour D&D session down, so I am just kind of putting the raw footage up there. So if you watch it, I'm sorry it sucks and is unedited, but I'm gonna put timestamps to skip too, so you don't have to like watch the intro and all that stuff. So if you're in chat, you can, and you're coming in and you didn't see the beginning and you want to watch back or anything, obviously you can see it on Twitch, but it'll be on my YouTube channel, which is on the little tab on the bottom right. You can see it's Retro Future Now TV, I think. I have bad vision, but yeah, that was a blast. Thank you everyone for coming. And like I said, I'm gonna stay on for probably 30 minutes or so and just chat. But you guys are free to take off if you need to or want to. So
I'll probably grab another cup of coffee, but I'm happy to chill.
Cool, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna I'll keep the Discord call up. I think like on Thursday nights it's D&D night, so you guys are part of the stream. You guys are hosting this as much as I am on Thursdays. But I also understand and respect that people have a certain amount of like social energy to expend. So yeah, like I said, if you have an early day tomorrow or anything, please feel free to take off. I will certainly not be offended. I'm sure no one in chat would be either.
No, thank you.
But yeah, I'm gonna throw on some music that I can cut out, but music is good.
I'm gonna probably chill for another like 10 minutes or whatever, just because I need to go get some food.
Totally. What are you gonna get? What are you gonna eat?
I'm gonna go grab something down at my work, because I work at the convenience store down the street. I'm gonna go just grab something from the counter there, but I want to get down there before it gets too dark.
I was like literally just talking to Sage about how like I'm like, oh, I want to eat like better tomorrow, and then I just always end up going to like the gas station and getting like corn dogs or like
Something easy.
They're good though. Corn dogs are great.
dude, they have like
Corn dogs are.
they have pork egg rolls at like they have a really good, it's called Maverick. There's like a million of them all over Utah that I've seen so far, and they actually like
We have this thing called Plaid Pantry here, and it's kind of the same concept, and so that's what I work at right now. So it's
Have you seen has anyone ever been to Sheets? Sheets is fucking amazing, dude. I love.
Has anyone ever been to a Buc-ee's in Texas?
No,
Because that's the ultimate convenience store.
so I was at like an airport in Texas, and I tried Whataburger, and I was really disappointed, I gotta be honest.
You're in the airport, that's why. I mean, Whataburger is not like the most tremendous thing, but it is good. But if you're in the airport, good luck.
I feel like Whataburger is like Texas's In-N-Out, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's their like supreme go-to thing.
I will say Five Guys is really fucking good.
It's expensive though. Everything's fucking hella expensive. Like the fries, you be like, oh, it's $4.50. Then your burger's $12, and then by the end of it, you get a drink and you're paying $20 for a meal. I'm like, bro, it's just me.
You're not wrong, but at the same time, like I got like, what did I get on the burger? They have like a bunch of toppings that you wouldn't normally expect to see like at a burger joint. Like I got green bell peppers on my burger, and it was so good, dude.
I like the flavor that bell pepper puts off once it's cooked. Like it's like if it's in a cheesesteak or something like. So if it's with the burger, I get that it would have the same effect. So I get you on that.
We are making Taryn so hungry right now.
I know. I'm like,
I like always end up eating right after stream. I don't know, it makes me so hungry.
I ate I went to we have this Asian market down the street, and I was craving ramen, but not like the packed ones. It's still packed, but it's in like a little bit better but I have the Asian market, so I went down there and I got the one that's like super spicy, but I got some sprouts. I put sprouts in there, and then I put some chili paste and whatever not, and then I heated it, and it was fucking delicious. But it's so bizarre because I'm not someone, I eat like a bird, so like I was just like did not expect to be hungry this quickly, but I'm like, I want to eat something now. I'm like fucking starving.
It's like in Japan and stuff, the convenience stores are like way better than anything we have here. They have like real food and shit because people work all the time there basically, so they have to be able to like just go get decent food for cheap.
But also all the conveniences of not being able to go home. Like they have everything at those things. Like they sell in the outside of them. I saw, because like I was watching a Vice documentary. They sell underwear, hose, like for women, like
Hose.
They do. They sell hose. But they sell underwear for women and men. And then they sell hosiery. They sell socks for men and women, like both, like whatever. They sell shit. What else is the other like weird thing that you would not expect? Ties.
Well,
all in dispensing machines. They're all just displayed, and you can only see the pattern, and it tells you the style for underwear mainly, and everything else. Like it just dispenses, and you're like, okay, change my undies now.
I mean, I've heard that they have like vending machines where you can buy like used underwear.
They do. I was just about to say that. They have ones in Harajuku. Yes, it's a thing. They're in like little remember how when you were a kid, you get like you spin the thing and you get like whatever was in that like candy container, but it was in like, or like it was a toy, but it'd be in that pop-up thing. They're in those. They sell them in those or whatever, and then they're wrapped in plastic, and you get used underwear from random Asian women or whatever, and people will go and buy them and take them home like they're fucking pop. It's okay.
Wow.
There's a lot of interesting things that you can
buy a boyfriend in Japan. You go to a specific district and just buy a boyfriend for the hour just because you want to have a boyfriend. You buy a girlfriend too, but it costs a lot more to buy girls than it does men, which is
I don't want to cheat on Hanzo though.
Bitch, when you did that to me, I fucking almost died. Because he was like...
What happened? Oh no, everything froze. That was a bummer. Guys, I don't know if you can still hear or see me, but everything froze in the Discord. That is so strange. All the video froze. Oh no! Well, I think that might be it for the night, chat. I don't know if I can't get my videos to work because I can't pull the video through my camera on Streamlabs because my Discord is using that camera. I think I'm gonna try and restart Discord. I'm gonna restart it. Hopefully we can get this back working because I was having fun chatting. Having fun chatting with the chat. Join the video call. I think that might be it for Discord. Alright, let me see if I can get a camera up on stream at least. Let's see if we can do it.
There you are. You're good
Oh,
to go.
oh, did I come back?
You're back, but we see your laundry basket.
Laundry basket.
Oh, that's the dog cam. That's so
Oh, okay.
That's so weird that it I thought I closed Discord. I'm so confused right now.
Here we go.
Where is webcam? Huh. Because I actually like closed, I don't even see Discord on my toolbar right now. Let's see if we can pull it back up. Oh, okay, there we go. No, not screen share. I want to pop out the camera and let me do this window capture. Cool.
We are.
There we go.
Oh, look at there.
That's what I was trying to accomplish. That was so strange, chat. I'm so sorry about that.
No worries, no worries.
Done. Cool. So, anyone got any weekend plans? What are y'all doing?
Me and my husband, we're probably gonna watch a movie.
You and Hanzo?
Yeah, you know what? He wants to say hi. Can I just?
Yeah, bring Hanzo on.
That's great. Yeah. No, he wants to say hi.
Is Hanzo gonna give you the storm arrow?
Something like that. You know, it really depends. So, you know, it's beautiful. My husband.
I like how it is like a big pillow. It's not just a small pillow.
I don't know this person.
Did you wait a second? Wait a second.
Lord Ian from Final Fantasy 14.
Sage, did you learn the dragon twerk from Hanzo?
Yeah, he's the one that taught me.
He's got
Our
Hanzo.
man over there dragon twerking together.
Yep.
Hanzo's ult in Overwatch is like two spiraling dragons that go through the map. So I thought it might be the dragon twerk. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I pulled out some new Legos that I didn't have up.
I did see that.
So you've got Hanzo and I've got Bastion.
Oh, good. Okay, here we go. Like it. Honestly, I haven't even played Overwatch in like years. I played it like a lot the first 2 years, and then
I deleted it because of all the shit that was going on at at Blizzard, yeah, but I do play Paladins now, which is like very, very similar to Overwatch. It's like an
I love Paladins. I played Paladins when it was like an early beta.
Paladins has like 50 heroes now.
Wow.
They've like really added a lot of stuff.
It only like.
Finished downloading Splitgate last night.
Oh, how is it?
Ooh.
The tutorial was dope. But yeah, it's basically playing Portal and Halo.
Yeah.
Same.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds dope.
Splitgate is really
What's it called,
cool.
Splitgate?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you should download it. I mean, definitely, I don't have a ton of time for gaming outside of like stream and stuff, but I can usually be convinced to play a round of Paladins or Splitgate or something.
But is Splitgate on Steam?
Yeah, it's a free to play game.
Ooh, even better.
Yeah, there's not a ton of content for Splitgate yet. Like, it's basically like Halo multiplayer had a baby with Portal,
Oh, look at
so
this looks dope.
it is pretty cool. What is the cat's name, Aaron?
Oh, this is Sangha.
She like looked at you and you said her name.
Yeah.
She's like, "You talking about me?"
That's Sangha. What you doing?
Aww.
That is so cute.
Such a cute cat. I miss so
It is iCat.
Indy like does not like cats at all, which is very unfortunate. So I can't have a cat right now. I know. I would have to. I mean, I think I could probably have a cat as long as there was a place like for the cat to escape to. You know, like if they could get up high and get away from Indy. But Indy has to go to the vet tomorrow. I think that he has an infection with his wiener. It's very sad. I feel bad for him.
Oh no. Is he itching it? Or like what's going on?
Well, he's licking it a lot, and it's like all swollen. I think he has like a urinary tract infection.
Poor Bubba's.
Do you let him outside at night?
No, he doesn't. He like stays in. I mean, I let him outside to go to the bathroom or whatever, but I have him on a leash because I live in like a pretty big apartment complex, so he can't really. I'm not allowed to have him just run around. He is really good off leash. Like, he could be off leash at all times. He listens to me, but yeah. So, but I mean, he needed to get like vaccines and stuff anyways, and oh no, it froze again. Can you guys hear me? I don't know why, but Discord keeps freezing on me. So that might be weird. It didn't do this the whole. It's weird it didn't do this the whole time like the stream was going. It's very odd. But at any rate, this has been a really fun stream. I don't know if you guys can hear me just on the, you know, through the stream. Hopefully you guys can hear me. But it was super fun tonight, and I think I'm just gonna shut down the Discordy stuff, and probably just like kind of wrap up the stream. I know that Taryn is tired and hungry, and I know that I'm tired. I got a long day tomorrow, so I am going to wrap it up. Wrap it up, B. So we'll do that. We'll do one of those. You guys are all awesome. I appreciate you. Once again, my name, well, not once again, but my name is Retro. I'm a variety streamer who focuses on story-driven games. I am trying to build an awesome community that is centered around mental health and being a support system for folks who need it. Come on and join the Discord if you haven't already, and hang out with us there when we're not online or streaming. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day. Kind of, if you will, stay in the chat because I am going to raid a friend. So just hang on. Hang on.
This is Nesta Greylock here, and I would like for you to hang on for just a moment while we go ahead and raid someone cool.
We're gonna go hang out with Vaughn. He's doing, looks like he's doing VR chat. That should be interesting. So, make sure to let Vaughn know that you're coming in with the raid. And I hope everyone has an excellent evening. Start the raid in 3, 2, 1.
Are you goat or fish? Are you goat or fish? Okay, we asked one. We have a probably fish. Are you goat or fish? Screech Kid 3F50. Are you goat or fish? Are you goat or fish?
I'm just a boogie and Rafiki.
Are you goat or fish? Are you goat or a fish? How about you? X-Iffy D102. Are you goat or fish? Rexy Raptor 420. Are you goat or fish? Celebration for fish! Celebration for fish! Celebration for fish! It's a fish! It's a fish! It's a fish! The celebration is for fish! The celebration is for fish! Wow, team two. The celebration is for goat versus fish. Follow Goat versus Fish on social media at Goat versus Fish.